A widow dressed in black walked slowly behind the lifeless body of her only son. The wails of mourners filled the air. Dust rose beneath their feet. Each step forward felt heavier than the last. She had buried her husband once. That pain was deep enough. But now, her son, her only child, was gone. Her heart, already cracked by loss, shattered completely. In a world where widows had little hope, this son had been her strength, her future, her reason to keep going. Now, even that was gone. But as her tears fell, another crowd approached from the other direction. It was Jesus, followed by his disciples and a great multitude. Two processions, one filled with sorrow, the other filled with life. And at the city gate, they met. When Jesus saw her, he didn't see a nameless widow. He saw a broken mother. He saw the ache behind her eyes and the weight she carried in silence. Scripture says, when the Lord saw her, his heart went out to her. He didn't ask her to believe. He didn't question her faith. He simply said, do not weep. The words must have sounded impossible. How could she not weep? But in that moment, those words carried power, because they came from the one who could rewrite the story. Then Jesus did the unthinkable. He stepped forward and touched the bier, the wooden frame carrying the body. The procession stopped. Time stood still. You could almost hear hearts pounding. No one touched the dead in those days. It was defilement. But when life himself touches death, it's not he who becomes unclean. Death itself must flee. Then came the command that shattered the silence. Young man, I say to you, arise! And the impossible happened. The boy sat up. Breath filled his lungs again. Eyes that were closed in death opened to see the face of the one who gives life. He began to speak, and Jesus, with a tenderness only heaven could show, delivered him back to his mother. The crowd gasped. Then awe swept over them. A great prophet has risen among us, they said. God has visited his people. That day, joy replaced mourning. Tears of pain turned to tears of wonder. The widow who left the city gate in sorrow returned through it holding her miracle. But this story was more than a resurrection. It was a revelation. It showed us that Jesus does not pass by our pain. He meets us at the gates of our grief. He interrupts our hopelessness with compassion. And where others see an ending, he speaks a beginning. This miracle was a glimpse of his mission. Jesus didn't just come to heal bodies. He came to restore hearts, to show that no death, no loss, no despair is beyond his reach. The widow of Nain reminds us that Jesus sees what others overlook. He stops for the ones who can no longer pray. He moves with compassion when words have failed. Sometimes he